Welcome to episode 44 of Only Good News. And before we actually talk about the good news, I think we're going to play a quick message from our premier sponsor. I'll be right back.
At The Cable, we know being local means supporting our own, and our customers deserve the best. Our customers deserve platinum. So now, all customers of The Cable qualify for our new Platinum Loyalty Card. An elite MasterCard experience that lets you support your own like never before. Instantly send money to any Platinum Loyalty member at home or around the world. Shop online or in person anywhere MasterCard is accepted. Save with no interest and zero annual fees. And the best part? If you're a Cable customer, you are already pre-approved. Just visit the Cable building in Basse-Terre or sign up online at www.thecable.net. Get your Platinum Loyalty Card today because you deserve platinum. Terms and conditions apply.
And we are back. Welcome to episode 44 of our show, Only Good News. Yeah, I can't believe we are number 44, which means last week was 43. And it's been almost a year. We started this show sometime in July last year. I've got to find that date for our anniversary to celebrate what's going on. But thank you guys so far for listening. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everything that you said that makes me feel like you want to listen to the show. I had a friend all the way in Botswana. She's like, I can't wait to listen to your show one of these days. I have to wait up because, there's a time difference between those places and here. So thank you. Those words of encouragement are helping to keep me going because sometimes I leave from here. I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to have enough energy to come back. And you guys give me that amount of energy. We got a packed show for you guys tonight. The fastest man in St. Kitts right now is going to be in the studio virtually. This is what I call the curfew edition of Only Good News. Now, prior to listening to what you just listened to, you heard a commercial playing. Now, that was from our premier sponsor, and what they've asked me to do is to show some form of appreciation to those fathers, those cable dads out there. And they want to do a little token giveaway to 2 cable dads. That's it, just 2. We only have 2 of these tokens courtesy of the cable. All you have to do between now and when I say you can't do it anymore is to call in and say something nice about a father who is a cable dad. That means he's a customer of the cable, and that person, you get to win something for that particular dad. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm not going to tell you what it is, rather, but you're going to have to call. And from what I'm hearing about this little token, it's definitely something that will be appreciated, something that you can use, something that you can show off with, especially while you're at home on quarantine and curfew and everything. So if there's any cable dad out there that you want to make feel smiley and happy and appreciated and whatever, courtesy of the cable, all you got to do is call in, and let me give you the number slowly. That's 466-0989, 662-0989, and 762-0989. Just call in, say something positive about another father who happens to be a customer of the cable, and you will get a chance to win something for that father. All right? So, are we going to get any calls? Have we got any calls yet? Okay. You guys are going to make me. Remember was in May. May was when we had Mother's Day, and we had so much things to give away to everybody. Over $1,700 worth of stuff that we wanted to give away, and people weren't even calling. Anyway, I'm not going to get upset. That being said, let's jump into the good news of the day. This is a father daddy-centric show. Mr. Producer, I want musical. I told you I want to hear music in my ears. Right? This is a daddy-centric mother's See, Mother's Day has this whole branding that it's the day to affirm and be, but Father's Day, Daddy's Day. This is a daddy-centric show, so I'm just going to share a few stories of daddies doing some amazing things that make us smile. And after that, we're gonna have my guest. Like I said, it's a packed show. It's a packed show. Anyway, first story talks about a devoted dad who surprised his graduating daughter with a front yard ceremony after her graduation was canceled. It says here, a devoted Tennessee dad went above and beyond the call of duty in order to host a proper commencement ceremony for his daughter. Now, after years of working towards her bachelor's degree in public health science, she was devastated when she learned that she would not be able to walk across the stage to receive her diploma. And so, she graduated from Xavier University, and the school only hosts one commencement ceremony every year. So she spent months waiting for her chance to walk. And when she received that information that the ceremony would be canceled, she was heartbroken. And you know what Daddy did? What do daddies do? What do super daddies do? Mr. Man went and literally got a whole graduation ceremony backdrop with a stage with cheers, a socially distant graduation show for 4 people who were in attendance, and literally made her feel special. Yeah, man, daddies can do. Daddies are super dads. So yeah, I was very, very happy about that, because that's definitely something that I think I will be able to do. So kudos to that super dad. Another story about a super dad here. This daddy helped deliver a baby at home using one hand since the other arm was in a cast. Did I say daddies can do? Super dads in the house. This devoted daddy helped deliver their baby at home just using one hand after his wife went into labor and gave birth on their couch. Now, he was with one arm because he had a fall during a football game and broke his thumb in 3 places. And so his arm was in a cast for about 8 weeks. And despite that, this super dad was able to deliver a baby from his wife with one hand. Did I just say daddies can do? Daddies deserve to be affirmed and appreciated just as much as moms are on Mother's Day. I say that. I'll say it again. You want to hear more dad stories? More good feel-good stories about daddies? This dad drove 1,100 miles just to surprise his daughter with a 30-minute socially distant birthday lunch. Yep, sounds like something I would do too. This devoted dad drove more than 1,000 miles round trip just so he could spend half an hour with his daughter and wish her a happy birthday during lockdown. This 53-year-old spent 17 hours on the road driving from Texas, El Paso to Austin and back so he could join his daughter for a socially distant lunch on her 19th birthday. Wow. He called his daughter to wish her happy birthday and pretended he was simply out ordering her favorite takeaway lunch, which is a chicken sandwich from a fast food chain called Chick-fil-A. She says, he told me that since he could not do much, he wanted to know what I'd like for lunch. And he would send an Uber Eats order. And so I texted him and I told him I wanted to get the chicken sandwich with pepper jack cheese and buffalo sauce and mayonnaise. And he brings me the sandwich for lunch on my birthday every year. So this year, he hadn't missed it. So what did he do? He woke up at 3 a.m. to get on the road to surprise her with the same birthday lunch he has been doing every year. Super dad's in the house, man. Super dad's in the house. And the last story before I could say we have a packed show, so I'm gonna definitely get through this one last story, and then we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna have my guest because we have a lot to talk about. Last one: when 8-year-old is left without an escort to a daddy-daughter dance, this kind police officer steps in as her date. A wish came true for an 8-year-old who wanted to attend the school's daddy-daughter dance because a compassionate security guard stepped in. Now, Avery Cox, who is A.V. Cox, who is a second grader, had always been eager to attend the annual daddy-daughter dance with her friends at her school, but her father passed away over the holidays, and so the heartbroken youngster assumed she would not be able to go for the dance. Now, when this particular officer heard that she didn't have an escort to the dance, he asked for her permission from her mom to go to the dance with her. He says, I reached out to the mother because the last thing I wanted was to get rejected by a second grader. And then the next day, I formally asked if she'd be my date to the Daddy Daughter dance. Needless to say, Avi was thrilled to accept the invitation, and the dynamic duo even made sure to coordinate their outfits. And afterwards, they took pictures, they rode in a limo to school, they danced the night away with the other elementary school kids and teachers, and it was an event that she would never forget. Did I say daddies are super? Daddies can do, daddies are doing, and daddies will do. All right? So, I just whetted your appetite for daddies and what they are doing. And like I said, if you want to make a daddy who is a cable dad feel good, give us a call and say something positive about a daddy. Any daddy who's a member, customer of the cable, and you got to win something for them. And that's 4660989, 6620989, 7620989. And don't tell me that you guys are going to wait until the show is about to finish to start calling, because that's what you did during Mother's Day. The show we have, that's when people will call it after 8. Hello. Call now. All right. People not calling? All right, we're going to take a quick break. Like I said, we have a packed show. And Mr. Jason Rogers, I already see him on the Zoom, you know, the curfew edition of Only Good News, where we just talk to people who are not here. We're socially distant and being socially present. Yeah, that's the paradox that we're doing here, okay? So take a quick break. We're going to hear a quick word from our sponsor, the premier sponsor of Only Good News, The Cable. And when we come back, my boy Jason's going to be in the studio virtually. Talk to you soon.
At The Cable, we know being local means supporting our own, and our customers deserve the best. Our customers deserve platinum. So now, all customers of The Cable qualify for our new Platinum Loyalty Card. An elite MasterCard experience that lets you support your own like never before. Instantly send money to any Platinum Loyalty member at home or around the world. Shop online or in person anywhere MasterCard is accepted. Save with no interest and 0 annual fees. And the best part? If you're a Cable customer, you are already pre-approved. Just visit the Cable building in Basse-Terre or sign up online at www.thecable.net. Get your Platinum Loyalty Card today, because you deserve platinum. Terms and conditions apply.
And we are back. Wait, do we have a phone call? Hold on. Mr. Producer, there's a call? Is he on the phone? Okay, he's not on the phone. Okay, we are back, and we're about to feature my guest who is supposed to be on the Zoom. Can you see me, Jason? Can you see me? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. We have a call on the line? Okay, we have a call on the line. Okay, Jason, hold on one quick second. We have a call on the line. Who wants to win something for the dad? All right, caller, good evening. You're live on Only Good News. You're the first caller, and I'm thanking you because daddies need love too.
Of course. And I'm calling to big up Ian Chapman.
Okay.
He is a cable dad as well.
Aww.
Yes, and he's a great dad.
Aww. Awesome.
I really do appreciate him, Ian Chapman, all the way.
Ian Chapman all the way. Now, we could get your contact information offline, or you could just find me on Facebook and send me a message. I mean, you could...
I'll wait offline.
You wait offline? Okay,
yes.
Hold on. So you're going to... Mr. Producer, you're going to take the message? Okay. All right, Mr. Producer is going to take the message. And while we're talking to Jason, if there are any more calls coming, that's one gift gone. And after that, we have one more. After that, we have any more calls? All right, good. Let's transition to my guest, master sprinter, Jason Rogers. Jason, I can't see you yet. You can see me?
No, I can't.
You can't see me. Look good. Turn the music a little bit.
Stop playing me now.
Okay. Oh, so you can't see me?
No, let me can't see. So.
Okay. That's okay. Don't worry. But you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Okay, that's good enough. So, thank you for being here, and thank you for taking time out your busy training schedule to connect with us. Now, people, before you even know, this is. Hold on, Jason. I think you're trying to see yourself at the same time. Turn down the volume on your stream that you're watching on. Okay, great. So this is a World Championship medalist, a Pan Am Game medalist, a CSE Championship medalist, a national champion, and soon to be added Olympics medalist. Okay, Olympics medalist. So thank you for being here. And you know, like you were supposed to almost have been here last week, but you know, you just said, you know what, let's save the best for last. And you know, we got the fastest daddy in St. Kitts right now. There's no daddy who's faster than Jason right now. None. That's because I stopped.
Yeah.
That's because I stopped running. Anyway, what's good, man? Talk to me. What's good?
I'm good. I'm just chilling, you know, putting in that work, working hard every day, trying to get this Olympic medal for the first time for the country. So that's all it's about.
I see your videos, man, and you're looking pretty sharp. You're looking very bouncy, and you know you're definitely, those front side mechanics are definitely doing what they're supposed to do. You're coming out the blocks and you're popping.
Yeah. Feel like kind of shape of my life too. So
you look it.
Yeah.
And everybody who, I mean, when you step on the, anyway, we'll get there. But let's go. We go way back to those days when we used to train in Bastia High School, and you know, Donnie kept saying to me, that's Coach Esdale, like, watch out for Jason. He's the future. Now I don't know if you remember what you told me back then, but each time we raced, you would be in front of me, and then I would pass you.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our trips overseas, where you told me, you guaranteed, he says, listen, you will never be able to beat me again after this year. And I think that what might have been in Cali or one of them days, right? And you kept the promise.
I think we was in Colombia,
Yeah. We were on bunk beds. We were on bunk beds, and we were just talking through the night, and you just kept saying, yeah, you're never gonna beat me again. And my goodness, you kept the promise, and you know, I gotta I can name drop and say, you know what, I raced him, and one time I beat him a few times, but you know, now he's definitely, you know, beating some world-class athletes. Except for the quarter miler who beat you. I'm not going to tell everybody about that. But anyway, we'll talk about that soon. But anyway, back in those days, were you one of the athletes who was always blazing in primary school, or you were a late bloomer?
Yeah, I was always fast in primary school, but I had a lot of competition coming up because Sandy Point we have a lot of talent in Sandy Point, so I had a lot of competition. I chattel a few of them, so we always take turn to like shine. So this year would be me, next year would be somebody else, next year would be somebody else.
Okay.
So I wouldn't always be the top guy. Only sometimes, but.
Who were some of those guys? I mean, name drop some of them.
Kadeem Smith.
Kadeem!
Smith,
Yes.
Yeah, he used to travel with us.
Yeah. He beat me, you know.
Yeah.
Kadeem beat me. He beat me. He was the only person who actually beat me up BHS in the 400.
He was sick.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Mello. You ever race Mello?
No, Mello was always too old for me.
Oh, okay. Who else? Name drop.
Chattel Evans, I don't think you would know.
I remember Chattel, yeah.
Yeah, Chattel was one of my nemesis too as well.
Wow.
Yeah, we used to always go head to head. And then when I moved from primary school, went to high school, then I started racing like Alistair.
Yeah, Alistair was always this enigma because he never looked fast, but then when you're racing him, he's hard to beat.
Yeah, like you wonder where the speed coming from, this fat guy. Big fat guy. I know he's gonna send me a message now, because I know he definitely.
Yeah, Alistair was, when I was seeing him in the race, I'd be like, you know what, yeah, I think I stand a chance, and then I just could not pass him easily.
Yeah, he was fast. And Whitley Williams.
Whit-
Remember Whitley?
Yeah, Whitley. Yeah, of course. Whitley was always a talent. I remember when he ran 21:37 or 35 at a very young age. I think it was at one of these junior championships or whatever, and we were just in awe. It was like 2003 or so, and you know he was the truth too.
And that year, he was the only guy who qualified for Carifta that year. I remember it well because we went to Guadeloupe, I think.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah.
2003, I think.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm not so old. I can still remember stuff. So you were in high school. You were like inter school was like the biggest thing for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Were you a champion every year?
No, I wasn't.
Wow.
Because back again to Kadim Smith, he always, he was like so versatile. He do 1, 2, 4, 8,
That's true.
4x1, 4x4. So it's hard to get the champion to Victor Lodorum over him. when
Wow.
he do almost every single event. When I would just do maybe the 1 and the 2, and that was it.
So were you training seriously in primary school, or you started training when you got to like high school?
I wasn't training seriously until I would say that I finished with school overall. Like,
Oh.
if I started training seriously, it was my last year in high school.
So a lot
That's when I realized that I really need to train if I really want to win something. Because all my life before that, I was just depending on raw talent and speed to just get up and run and beat people. And after you get to a certain age, that won't work no more.
Wow. So let me ask you a
Yeah.
question. How did you deal with peer pressure? Like, you're a young boy, you're a handsome boy, you're fast, and at the same time, there would be those pressures that are pulling away from doing what you're supposed to do on the track. How did you cope with that? Or did you not have any of that pressure?
Well, the pressure was there. I didn't really have like a remedy, a mechanism for it, but it was just the love for track. Like, I would be, instead of like succumbing to the peer pressure, I would like track would pull me away from it. So I would like have like track related things to do, and I would do that instead of doing like the other stuff. So track used to kind of like be my savior for me.
Racing or
Without-
training? Because I know training is not something that people look
Training
forward to.
and racing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think training was fun because you had people to actually line with and talk with while you're training.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was a
I like-
social event.
The most training I would do, like when you see me training, is when I used to come to Bastia to meet up with y'all and train in town and that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so that would be like, that's the exciting training because, you guarantee a plane ride, and when you're young and these stuff, you just want to go on the plane. So you show up to every practice.
Sweet.
And like just being around the older people, having fun, and like people you look up to in the sport, you just want to be around them. So I just used to prefer that.
So, I mentioned earlier that you always seem to fade at the end of your races. Is that something your coaches were working on shortly after when we started working, like training seriously? And what were some of the things they started to do to change that?
When you mean like
You used to,
presently?
no,
Before that?
not now. Now you're different. I'm talking about those first steps initially when people were like, listen, Jason, like you got to work on your finish. What were the first things, or who was the first person who was able to kind of get you to start working on that? What were they doing with you?
They give me like over distance, and I would say the first person per se would be Coach Joseph.
Yeah.
Stewart. He was one of the first people who tried giving me like over distance and those stuff. But I would say not that it didn't work. I mean, I think it's a way of application, like applying it, because the stuff that I'm doing now, which is really, really effective, and we not doing a whole bunch of like 350s, 300s, and all that stuff. Like,
Trading has gotten
it's
more
just,
modern.
yeah, it's just application to me, and I guess it's how the way my body is structured and built. Why those stuff weren't really adapt with me.
So, did it have a mental effect on you? Like during some of your races?
And yeah,
you would-
exactly. That's what I was about to say too. I think it's like a mental thing, like a bad habit. Like even if because when I used to train with racers in Jamaica, that
Mhm.
the same camp that Bolt used to train with,
Yeah.
even when I trained with them, right? They like I was so strong and fit. Like that was when my body was the strongest I ever felt. I was jogging like 300s and not getting tired, and I was
Wow.
just strong as shit. And even then, when I raced, when my body was so strong, I still used to fade. So it was like a feeling that always come upon me during the race, and I would be like, "Oh shit, here it comes!" Bam.
Asapharitis. That's what I call it. You ever heard it?
Arthritis?
No, asapharitis.
Oh, Asafa. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just throwing a little bit of shade there. So anyway, what were your um what were your that first international experience? Do you recall that first time you ever went overseas? What was that like?
First time overseas, our first international.
First international experience, yeah, as a youth.
All right. As a youth, that was in 2008. Went to India for the Commonwealth Youth Games.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
You had the whole
Yeah.
turban or the whole.
Yeah, no, that was back in 20. That was a different time.
It was a
That
different one?
with, yeah, that was with BJ and Antoine and them.
Okay.
But this one was when I was even younger. Like I came third in the 100 and I came fourth in the 200, and that was the breakthrough point for me. I would say like that's when I realized that, boy, you could do some good. And then like that's like even like a story for me, because like I would never forget that year, because that same year, as soon as I came back from India, I got in a serious vehicle accident. I'm sure you remember the
Yes.
big
we
scar
were,
that you always
yes,
see at the back of my
yes,
leg. Yeah.
yes. We were
Like-
all concerned.
Like, right, like a month after coming back from that trip, that accident happened, and I was like, holy shit.
How did you recover from that?
It was a long journey, but I had a good team. I had a strength and conditioning coach, Hans. He's also my cousin.
I remember Hans.
So I
yeah.
had him, and I had Nayoka doing like therapy, like massaging. So like I had this big old scar in my leg, and even before it could like heal, like she been like massaging it, like it's half healed, like still a scar, still open, and she be massaging it. Like it was a lot to go through.
Wow. So at some point you chose not to go the route of getting a U.S. scholarship and whatnot. Were you actually approached by coaches and stuff in the U.S.?
And that's the thing. Like that same year, like we came back from India in like October, November.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to go to a school in the U.S. in January. It was UTEP, University of
Yeah.
Texas in El Paso. I did everything, all the paperwork. I was supposed to go to that school, and then bam, the accident happened in December, and then I couldn't go after that. And that same year, they changed the NCAA rules about like they say,
Age.
you know, when you hit 20, that's when your NCAA years automatically start.
Yeah.
That year they changed the rule to say as soon as you finish high school, your years automatically start. And then with that being the new rule, I lost like a year and a half because of that not going in January. So it didn't make no sense to bother going to school.
Wow.
So that was just a little story, a little history for me. A lot of people don't know that,
But that's what the
that's
show is about. So, in
yeah.
hindsight, do you think that you would have been a more successful athlete had you gone to the U.S. to school?
Um, it's hard to say, but I don't think so because the school coaches like they run you to the ground, and when you're injured, they just put you to the side. So I don't think I would be a good fit.
Hmm. Well, you're doing pretty well so far, and I think that you're gonna have a very long career in the sport.
Because I didn't go to school as well.
Yes. Yeah. So I'd say everything is working out for you pretty well.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, like, why did you go to Jamaica? And did your experience in Jamaica get you faster during your period in Jamaica?
Okay, let me start with the first question. I went to Jamaica because I was training in Toronto in Canada, and you know the weather in Canada, it's
Yeah.
freezing. It's not even cold, it's freezing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and we got to train indoors from like October, November, all the way around to like May, April,
Mhm.
May.
Mhm.
And that's a long, long time to even be indoors,
Yep.
running around those 200-meter bends.
I went to school in
Yeah,
Chicago, so I
exactly.
know the
That could
feeling.
hurt you.
Yep.
So I kind of like got fed up of that because I was like, man, if I am here training, making all these sacrifices, being away from family, being away from home, and to be training in this condition, I know it won't give me the benefit I would need and the advantage that these other people have, like in Jamaica, in US, and all these things. And
Mm.
I was just thinking ways to like me getting like better, you know, achieving my goals, gaining what I really want to gain. And then at the same time, my coach had a little situation with his superiors, like Athletics Canada
Mhm.
and what's not. So I didn't want to be in the middle of all of that. So I just, I was always good with Usain coach,
Yeah.
Glenn Mills.
Yeah.
Like we had a relationship. I met him in 2011 at the World Championship. Delvin introduced me to him, and then ever since that we had a connection. And then we reached out to him, and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, of course." And he was very forthcoming, and we accepted, and I made the change. And the experience there was good. I mean, it made me stronger. Definitely, I was stronger. It taught me a lot about like training wise, body wise, lifting wise. It taught me a lot. And just when I was getting like fast, like real fast, I had a hip injury that took me out for some time.
Oh dear.
And yeah, like this injury happened in like 2019, right? It happened January 2019, and I kept I kept seeing everybody, like doctors upon doctors in Jamaica. I even flew to Miami to see another doctor. Like nobody know what's going on. Like I even came back to Jamaica from that trip, and then I went to see this lady in Jamaica. Told my coach then in Jamaica about it, and like he was like, "Oh, the witch doctor."
Mhm.
Mm. So like just to even show you like the kind of extent and the people I saw, just to see what's up with my hip. Like I saw all these type of people, and nobody knew what's happening. And then in April, May,
Mhm.
um, I was training, and then a group of people came, visited the track, visited us, wanted to see like, cause Johan Blake was at the track at the same time.
Beast mode.
Yeah, and then the group came, wanted to see us, blah blah blah, and Johan introduced me to uh, a, a guy, Justin Kavanagh,
Mhm.
you want to introduce me to him, told me like he he know about these stuff, injury stuff and all this. And then I linked up with him. He did some work on me in Jamaica, and the same day he worked on it, it was fixed. Like just like that. I was like, what the hell? And then like, but it was a situation where it needed like some attention.
Mhm.
Like it would always come back.
yeah.
Like it would go and come back, come back. So this is from since January to all the way April, May, and then he told me to come out to the States to see him for us to get some more work done. I went out to the States in May, around May, late May.
Mhm.
I saw him. We did some work. He coached me while I was out there, And then I had a race in July. So I started training from May to July for the whole year. And then came back to Jamaica, went to the meet in July, and this is Pan Am Games. This was in 2019, Pan Am
Right.
Games. I went to Pan Am Games without running any race at all for that season, just working on that injury with that guy, got back, made it to the finals, and then I was like, what? Made it to the finals,
Mhm.
and then ever since that, I decided, like me and him talk and what's not, and
Mhm.
I told him straight up, I want you to be my coach. If you're that good, I want you to be my coach.
Oh, he's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Say yes
that's my
to the
Right
coach.
now.
Yeah.
That's my coach right now.
Now I wanted the story about that, but you actually told two stories in one. But I wanted to let's transition a little bit because in Jamaica, how was the food, man?
And the food was just awesome. That's like the best place you would go for food. Any type of food you want.
And then
And
I'm gonna put you in trouble now, but I want to know, right? How? But you gotta be clever with your answer, man. How are Jamaican girls different from St. Kitts girls? And Jason, make sure you can answer. Make sure that you are going to be good with both St. Kitts and Jamaican women afterwards. Okay? So how are they
Alright.
different from St. Kitts girls, well, women? And make sure you're still good.
all right. From not from my experience, but
What?
from observation.
Okay. Yes, that's what you're
From
supposed to say.
observation.
Right, from observation.
Yeah,
That's what
From
he said.
observation.
Mm-hmm. Politician, see?
Jamaican girls, like, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings,
Mhm.
but they're hot. They look better and they take care of themselves more. Let's put it that way.
Mr.
They're
Man,
really
I said don't
they're
get in
really-
trouble. Don't get in trouble. Say they take
no.
care. Don't put yourself in trouble, you know. You didn't have to answer the question like that. You could
No,
rewind.
It's not trouble. It's just like people just being aware of the situation. you
Okay.
know?
I can
Yeah,
take that.
Some people gotta be aware of that and be real with themselves.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you, and I want to say, and I want to thank you, Jason, for contributing to my one and only international medal. Right? Back in 2008 in Cali, Colombia, CAC Championships. I remember that yesterday. You ate up everybody on the first leg, and I was on the second leg. Jevon Claxton was on the third leg. He ran on one leg, and then Dale Wayne brought it in,
Dale Wayne
and
Hancock.
we were underdogs, and we were expecting to come home to some big fanfare, and nobody came to meet us at the airport anyway. It was just CAC Championships.
Just said the usual.
You know. But I want to thank you because if it wasn't for you, I won't have an international medal to say I have an international medal from the championships. Okay, but
And Larry, up to this day, right? That race is like one of the best, like one of the funniest races I
Of
ever had.
course.
Like it was so funny.
we didn't expect it. Let's put face
No,
the
because-
truth. Gemma was injured.
You remember what happened on the ankle leg with Delwyn?
Yes.
Exactly. So that's still one of the funniest races ever.
But you know, let's go back to another moment when you were underdogs in history, which is in Daegu 2011. I call it the golden years of the Fantastic Four. and you guys, that's where you set the current national record on the 4x1 38:49. Take us back to that race, or the moments or the stories leading up to that moment, because again, tell the truth. You guys, if someone told you were going to get third, a medal in that race, would you guys have said, yeah, we stand a chance? I mean, come on, tell the truth.
Not really.
Okay, thank you.
It was hard, but we had the fire though. Like, we wanted to go out there and light the track up. We really wanted to go out there and make it happen, because
From lane one.
we had the drive, we had everything. We had everything, and then when you check the paper and you see the people on paper now, then you would be like, that's a sticky one. But let's try still. But we still went out, we still gave it real, and we came out third, and that's one of the biggest blessings that we've had since for track and field.
Yeah, I remember that day, and I smiled, and I saw when BJ crossed he won the race, man. BJ hand up, BJ going like it was good.
You're going on worse than who win, innit?
Yeah, but it was a win, not just for you guys, but for small islands, man. It was just for the underdogs, you know. It gave us hope. And
even after that race, right, Barbados people, Trinidad people, St. Vincent people coming to us and say, man, thank you for giving us all this confidence. Because now that we see y'all doing it,
thank you.
We think that we could do it, and you know. So it was a great feeling.
Those are the stories that matter. And I know that's one of the highlights of your professional career, but do you have another one that tops that or comes close?
I would say under 23 knockout when I won. That was big for me.
I remember.
That meet showed me that I could get like an individual medal in a big event, because we had USA, we had Canada, we had all these guys, and the USA guys them coming in flying, like they were rolling into that meet. And then I won that meet with 10:05.
Wow.
And that's the meet record as well.
Drop the
Trust
mic.
Me. Yeah, and like when I was on the podium too to collect my gold medal, I was like, the flags were going up, and they look official. So you have this St. Kitts flag in the middle of two US.
Yes.
US got second and third, and I won. That was historic for me. Yeah, that was really a big one.
So you seem to have a very loyal girlfriend in your life. Her name is 10.0 anything. And she needs to get bite. And there's another girl who lives close to her. It's her cousin. Her name is 9 point something.
Let's not call her a cousin.
Okay, she's a neighbor. Okay, and she gave you a little taste. She gave you a taste in 2015.
No, she gave
you a taste in 2015. Remember 998? So that's your matey, right? So when it's 10 point, anything gonna get bite. When she gonna get a real bite or done?
I wouldn't say bite. I gotta check her again and see what she's saying.
Okay, all right.
But I suppose I got a date with her soon.
Yeah, 10:01 has been.
I'm supposed to see her sometime in July. Between July 4th and July 13th. I'm supposed to see her. She told me she wants to see me then. So
what is she like?
I'm gonna see her and see what she all about. Cause I really feeling her. I really like her. And
yeah. What do you think you're gonna take for her? Like flowers, or medals, or what do you think she's gonna give you? What are you looking forward to?
I think we're gonna wrestle.
You're gonna wrestle?
I think nothing romantic.
Nothing romantic. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna wanna be one of those rough loving type of things.
Okay, I could deal with that. So the matey 9 point something. Get ready. By the way, to be very honest, since you're on this show, guess what the FM number for this show is? 989. I am professing on this show that you can and will go Win FM on the track. 989 when it's all said and done. At least Win FM.
Hey, you won't believe, right? That's the same number my coach have dropped down for me to go this season once all goes as planned.
That ain't no coincidence, man. 9.89.
We would have already gotten it, but I had a slight setback. A slight setback where I had to take off like 2-3 weeks and the numbers dropped, but they back up now. So we happy and we're in the right place, going in the right direction at the right time.
I know it was difficult. The setback was because a quarter miler beat you. And you know, it's difficult, you know, when quarter milers can just come in your event and run 993 and 991 and then you just run 1001 and you know it's hard. You know, so I can understand. But you know, have faith that you can run faster than a quarter miler. By the way, he said he's not running the 400 this weekend, you know, at USA's.
I know. I see. He say he's running 1 and 2.
What do you think about that?
I think it's none of my business because I just want all the dogs to fight and wound and kill one another, and then when they're ready, they could come and face me.
I love that mentality.
Because it's a lot of dogs, and it don't matter which dog I get, I'm gonna put it down. So.
Well, you heard about Blessing Okagbari today, right?
No.
She ran 10.62.
What?
In Nigeria, 10.62. I mean, she had a 2.7 win behind her, but No, Jason, come on. You know, you of all people know.
The ones that win illegal, I don't get it.
But Jason, you have run 10.01 with wind, and you've run 10.01 without wind. You've run 10.0s with wind. You run 9.98 with a 3.0 wind, and you've run 10.01 with like a barely any wind. So, and even speaking from experience, I've run 21.01 with a 3-point wind, and I've run 21.03 with no wind. So, wind, what I say wind does to you is it mentally shocks your body into thinking that you can actually run that fast. That's I'm serious. That's what you also do. I mean, don't you have that treadmill that you train on that forces your body to run a certain way, a certain speed, so that it kind of feels like, okay, I can actually do this? I think that's what the wind does. So when I see when somebody does a wind, runs under wind, I'm like, they can do it. And many times I see athletes come back and replicate what they've done with wind. You've done it too. Correct me.
Yeah, I've done it. But what I'm saying is, if the time is illegal, I won't pay no mind. So it's either you're right, you're wrong. If you're wrong, okay. If you're right, then here we go.
I'm sorry. When I see you run 998 with wind, I say then he's going to do it without wind.
Yeah, I was happy. I won't lie though.
Of course. You didn't go and say, "Bye, that's illegal." No, it's like I'm a 9-point runner. There's a certain number of human beings who have gone sub 10, and I am one of them. And there are people, if you give them a 10-point wind, they will still run 11 seconds. So
true.
You are special, and take your wins, take the time. With or without the wind, you can do it, and you will do it. Like I said, 989. So anyway, so now you're in the States now, and you've spoken about how you've been training, but I want to know a little bit more about what it takes for you to remain healthy now, because people see you run 10 seconds and they don't know how much hard work it takes to do that. And you can actually just give us a rundown of what a typical day is for Jason. Typical day.
A typical day.
Training, like keeping healthy.
First of all,
right.
Training for me lasts like 8 to 10 hours. Like
wow.
The kind of programming and the way my coach think. He's a very smart guy, and trust me, he knows. Like, he's so smart and so tuned into like the way the body works. Like, he don't just come and give you a workout. Like, if he give you something, it's for a reason. Like, he don't waste energy. He don't waste exercise. Like, sometimes coaches tell you do hurdle drills just because they want you to do hurdle drill.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what I'm saying. For him, like, everything is laid out. It's like a plan. Like, he would plan from now until whenever, till next year. Like each
Wow.
day he would plan and he would know how he would feel each day. So even like December 15th, he would tell you right now how you would feel on December 15th from right now.
Wow.
Like that's the type of guy he is. And like from I get up in the morning, I have to stretch. I have to go on the treadmill, jog for at least 10 to 15, 20 minutes. Once the body start feeling like a little warmed up, I gotta stretch. Stretching would last an hour at least.
Wow.
Have to have to pass an hour, and then we do stuff that we call control drills. Control drills is those like those slow, simple exercise but burns. Like you
Yes.
lay on your side and you move your foot just a little bit and it burn and it burn and it burn. Like those hard stuff. We do
Wow.
like little one leg squats, like those simple stuff. And we ain't even do nothing yet. So we do all of that and then afterwards we will do stretch again. And then if it's lunchtime, if it's not lunch yet, we go to the track. If it's lunchtime, we eat lunch, rest. Like he always give us rest. After we finish a morning session, you rest for 2 hours, the least, at least 2 hours. After that, we go to the track, training. Once training is over, we go straight to the gym, and then it's more work again in the gym. Like crazy.
Wow.
That's where the work starts in the gym. Cause we do a lot of running on the track, but as a track guy, you're used to training hard. You're used to training, but when we go to the gym, it's on. You do core, you do upper, you do lower,
Wow.
yeah, and then afterwards, he might call it a day, depend on what he has planned. Or we come back and we do different stuff. We work on like reaction, like like simple stuff.
You're a machine.
No, the way he program it makes me look like a machine.
Not seriously. It's like
Yeah.
I don't recall. In fact, you don't even train like that in university. Like you have to juggle that with classes and traveling and all of that. And
And he's so smart, right? He's so smart. It's like he even tried to thief hours in a day. So like, say he wanna like give me 24 hours rest.
yeah.
He would train me in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
like not even 24 hours, but a good amount of rest. He would train me in the morning today, and then tomorrow he would train me late in the night, just so I could get the full.
Wow.
Tonight, I would get from morning till tonight, till the next morning, till the night, and then train me in the night. But he still train me tomorrow, but it's still almost 24 hours. Like he's he's really up here.
So technically speaking, none of you have a life. What you're saying is that once you're dedicated, remember you're going after this beautiful mystery of a girl 9 point something. So I mean, I
And
guess
you got to do things different. If
You got-
want
yeah.
different, you got to do different.
yeah,
So.
yeah. So I mean, she's worth it, I mean,
And that's how he is. Like he don't joke around. Like preparation to him is like the utmost thing. Like if he's not prepared, he ain't want to do it. Like he gotta be prepared. He gotta have something structured, and we gotta go by the plan. And we gotta be dialed in. We gotta be fully focused. And if he's so into it, I gotta be there with him. So I can't be messing around either. So I am just trying to live up to his standard. He bring the standard. I'm trying to stay at that.
now, Jason, I like to connect dots, right? I love to
Mhm.
connect dots, and what I say is, when you go back to that hip injury, what it was preparing you was to meet this person who is about to unleash a
And
next
it's
level.
so funny. It's so funny how things happen to me. Like everything happened to me, and it seems like everything always happened for a reason. So
Yeah.
that's why I try not to worry, because see, I didn't went to school
Right.
because of the accident,
Mhm.
and boom, I'm still here and doing what I love. All of this, that happened. Sent me like the weather in Canada sent me to Jamaica. The hip injury in Jamaica sent me here, and
And
so
here you are. You're on the verge.
everything is just connecting. The universe is just there with me, and I'm just giving it back.
So the reality, I know you've spoken a lot of the positive sides here, but are there moments where you question if this is what worth continuing, or you're still dialed in? And if there are moments where you're like, well, I'm not sure, how do you pull yourself back to continue to stay focused?
Yeah, I definitely have those moments, especially like, sometimes you would have like a mood just creep into you and got you feeling like a down feeling,
Oh, I have
and then
those.
you start like, oh, I am here, like, and I stay by myself, live by myself. So I only see coach when he comes for us to work, and when he leave, when everybody leave, it's just me again. So sometimes all kind of thoughts kicked in and all that, and
Wow.
that's when I have them. But then I'll be like, because I know what I'm here to do, so I just get over it. And sometimes I would just play some video game, and if I might play video game, then I'm good. And the thing about the video game is like I connect online with my friends, so we like talk like virtual
Oh,
over
okay. That's
over the headset. So every time I feel like bored and like lonely, like when I'm feeling by myself, I connect my game and I play till I'm sleepy, and then I go to bed, wake up in the morning, then it's grind time.
I can relate, man. I can relate to that living alone vibe, and sometimes those thoughts can overwhelm you and
They
just
can
keep you
mess with
down.
you, like they can
Oh
really mess
yeah,
you up. But
I deal with those, especially with these curfews and everything. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm just there lying down. I'm like, okay, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, do something. Don't
yeah,
get
yeah,
overwhelmed.
yeah, yeah.
So I can relate, and I'm glad that you continue to push on. I mean, you're the father of a beautiful little girl, and she definitely will be looking up to you. To
She watching this show
She's
too.
watching
So
this show. So tell me,
yeah.
what has it meant to be a father to her so far?
To me, that is the utmost, the biggest thing that's ever happened to me. Like
Oh,
even bigger than track. Like just to have like a mini me where I could just nurture and care for, just put a smile on my face. Like even if I'm sad,
mm-hmm.
just by seeing her, put a smile on my face, make my day. Like my biggest worries have no comparison to when I see she. Like when I see her, that's it. I ain't worrying about nothing else. Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to doing with her when next you see her?
I just want to chill with her. That's all for now. I just want to see her, chill with her, and then she can be like, "Daddy, I want to go to the swing. I want to go to the playground," and then that's when it starts.
Something.
And she like beach. She likes a bay. Let's go to the bay.
Oh,
Yeah, she like the sea
I
water
love it.
too.
Something tells me that all of us from the national team who have girls will soon be telling amazing stories in years to come about when they're on the national team. You got myself, Dolly, you, Delwayne,
Billy, Antoine.
yeah, Antoine, yeah, all of them. So this will be really cool to see them go and break the national records that are already in place. So train them young.
You're gonna let your daughter go into track.
Oh, she does whatever her daddy does. So she sees me. We've gone on the track. She runs everywhere in the house, unfortunately. So I have to tell her to stop running. So yeah, she wants to run. She wants to play music, and she wants to tell bad jokes.
Yeah, you're always telling those.
Hey, they keep me going, man. Those thoughts stay at bay because I have the bad jokes on hand every time, right? Listen, this has pretty much been the end of the show. Can you imagine? It was so short and sweet, but this has been one of the most amazing interview experiences I've had here, because to bring this type of energy into the studio with you not being here physically means that you are a good man. It means that you are conscious about who you are, and that you're just overall good. You have a pleasant disposition about you, and
Try my best. I try my best.
and you are loved. I could tell you, like, this is the first time I've had so many people share the poster leading up to the show. Everybody was just sharing.
I got my people too. My people always support me and they're always with me.
SP where the
even
best
if-
be,
even-
right?
Yeah, even if it's a few, I mean, I love them to all because they don't miss nothing for me. And I
Man,
appreciate them
you're
more than
loved.
ever.
You're loved. And
Yeah.
before we go, I normally end my shows with a rapid fire question session, and just 10 questions. I ask them first person, but they're really asking them as if you were speaking to yourself, and then you just give them the answers, and then after that, we'll be out of here. So number one, whenever I want good food in SK, there's no place I'd rather be than this place.
Link up. That's where I eat most
Link
time.
Up.
Link up bar in Fuji. Yeah.
Okay, next, number two. I normally have this on repeat on my headphones.
Crocodile teeth.
Okay, number three. If I had to choose between a world record and a gold medal at the Olympics, I'd pick this.
Question:
If I had
Does the world world record give me a medal?
No.
Okay, I'm taking the medal.
All right.
Always the medal.
4. First time I raced Usain Bolt, this is how I felt.
Nervous.
Nervous. 5. This is one race that stands out to me that I wish if I could do over again, I'll do it differently to go sub 10.
When I ran a few weeks ago in Claremont, I ran 10:08.
What would you do differently?
Don't mess around. I was trying shit in the race on my coach's side, and he was pissed.
Number 6. I found a time machine and I went back to 2010. This is what I told Jason.
Let's go before 2010.
Okay, go before 2010.
Let's go 2008.
Let's go 2008.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't catch that bus. You'll get in an accident.
But then you will meet the coach that you make now. You would have gone to UTEP and then fine. Okay, no problem. Number 7. If my daughter comes and says she wants to be a 400-meter runner, this is what I would say to discourage her.
It's the hardest event. You don't want to do that.
Number 8. This is how much you have to pay me to race a 400 meters right now.
One says, Larry, don't pay me. Just line it up.
Number 9. This is what I'm looking forward to doing after COVID is over.
I just want to chill, spend time with my family, and that's about it.
And number 10, the best part about being on the show is
I don't know, the jokes.
the jokes, the memories, the energy,
Yeah.
the everything.
Yeah, you always been good vibe. That's why I wasn't hesitant to accept
Oh,
your
man.
request. Yeah,
Thank you.
You're my boy from a long time, so
Teammates
good.
for life.
yeah.
Teammates. By the way, I do plan on coming back in the Masters, because now serious, I'm not joking. Like I could still run under 40 seconds in the 300 with
Hey,
training. so-
Saturday. Oh, that's the next thing with my coach too. Like we get no days off. We train from Sunday to Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, we train every single day of the week, so we don't be taking off. Like you see at home, we say Saturday and Sunday no training.
Mhm.
No, we train Saturday, Sunday, Monday, back to Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But as I was saying, Sunday or Saturday when we was at the track, we had this guy training for Masters for the 400 as well.
Yeah,
400.
the world
He looked
record.
fit.
The world record for I just to be honest, I just want to break the world record for the 40 to 45 range. It's 47.8. I think I could
You
do.
can get that.
Yeah,
You can
Yeah, I
get
think I
that.
can do it. So
You-
I'll be 40 next year. So I gonna once I get a little bit stable with everything that I'm trying to do, I'm gonna definitely go to the track and start getting ready to be a world record holder, which is what many people cannot say.
You want me to coach you? I could coach you. good.
Oh yeah, man. Send on. Give me some of that good stuff that your coach is giving you. Jason, we are at the end of the show. Radio is like time and everything, so we definitely have
Yeah.
to go. And it's curfew and all that. I do have a little pass, but anyway, I just don't want to take advantage of it. So it's been good having you, and everybody has been happy to. I mean, there've been comments on the live. I just didn't pay attention to them, but there are people who have been saying big up. People are happy to
Nice.
see you and everything. So you stay strong, stay focused, and get faster because you got that date with 9.8.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, my later.
All right.
At The Cable, we know being local means supporting our own, and our customers deserve the best. Our customers deserve platinum. So now, all customers of The Cable qualify for our new Platinum Loyalty Card, an elite MasterCard experience that lets you